Now on to the Red Sox. The Red Sox, they added Danny Colomey, a reliever, 1 year, $1 million. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, IKF signed for 1 year, $6 million. Ranger Suarez from the Phillies, 5 years, $130. They traded for Sonny Gray to be a starter. Wilson Contreras, first base, which was a big hole for them. Caleb Durbin to play second base from Milwaukee. Andrew Monasterio, an infielder from Milwaukee. Johan Oviedo, starter from Pittsburgh, the hard thrower. Anthony Siegler, an infielder catcher from Milwaukee. But they lost Steven Matz to Tampa. Josh Winkowski went to Toronto. Justin Wilson, still a free agent. Nathaniel Lowe, first baseman, he's on Cincy. Rob Refsnyder went to Seattle. He was a big platoon bat for them. Dustin May went to St. Louis. Jose De Leon, he's still a free agent. They lost Liam Hendricks to Minnesota. Alex Bregman went to the Cubs. Lucas Giolito, still a free agent. Hunter Dobbins, they traded him to St. Louis. Brennan Bernardino, he was traded to Colorado. Kyle Harrison traded to Milwaukee. Jordan Hicks traded to the White Sox. David Hamilton traded to Milwaukee. Josh Nixon Garcia, the password, traded to Pittsburgh. Richard Fitz also sent to St. Louis. So you lose a lot of guys. And I think my first question around the Red Sox, was the 2025 season the norm, or was that a fluky year for them?
TBD. I mean, predictive-wise, without getting into predictions, I think that this team is young with a very, very bright future. I mean, Roman Anthony got that extension for a reason. Marcel Mayer is the starting second baseman for a reason. They went out and got Caleb Durbin for a reason. Rafaela is there for a reason. Like, these young guys.
Well, with
and they even got some young pitchers too, man. Tolley, Early.
Connerly, right?
Yeah.
How does Boston deal with losing Bregman? They're such a young team. They lose his leadership, his experience winning big games. Now you bring in a Wilson Contreras and a Sonny Gray, but they don't have that level of winning that Bregman, brings to the table.
Well, I don't think the answer is what you expect. And I think that the answer was the correct move. They pivoted to pitching.
Yep.
The way that you cover up for Bregman is by not needing as much offense. I would venture to say starters and bullpen pitching totality, it's the best in the division. They have the very best starter in Crochet. If Chapman is anything like last year, they have the best closer. Sonny Gray, Ranger Suarez, Brian Bayo, all starters you could believe in. They got young pieces in Tolley and Early. They got older pieces in Crawford, Sandoval that can eat innings. Whitlock, Weissert, Columbi, Canely. They have countless arms at the bullpen you trust. If these young guys are a hit, this could be a juggernaut.
Scary
hours.
I agree with you 100%. And, it pains me. And I think they have so very few noticeable holes. I don't know if I believe in Wilson Contreras on the Red Sox as a first baseman. I think that's an area that they need to improve on long term, but they're fine this year. Their outfield defense is fine. They have a lot of guys playing out of position. Meyer wasn't the greatest shortstop, I don't think, but he's going to be their starting shortstop with Durbin playing second. I do think that an outfield of Abreu, Roman Anthony, and Rafaela in center is for the best, but they have shown in the past last year that they don't like to put their best, combination out there. What does Masataka Yoshida bring?
Yeah, I mean, I think they have some pieces that, I think that they're a team that at the deadline can take a look and see where the young guys are at, see where they need help, and they have pieces to flip. Duran, Yoshida, IKF, you have enough bullpen arms. Shoot, if you had to include one of them in a deal, you could survive.
I mean, we named all those guys, and then we finally got to Duran, who just, 2 years ago was an all-star, great player. down
I
year
mean,
last
and I'm sure somebody is interested in Tristan Casas. Like, this is a prospect who had higher expectations, hasn't lived up to them, but
needs a
it doesn't mean that if you're, say, the Rockies
yeah.
and Boston calls you up and says, "What's the price on Ezekiel Tovar, Casas, and what?" They can't fill out the "and what."
Right? And I mean, Boston still has Trevor Story.
Right? Like, there's
Like, I don't know.
a lot of different avenues for this team to go.
I don't know what their makeup's going to be because you have a lot of younger guys that should be getting playing time that are blocked by some older guys that aren't the future, like a Story or a Duran. And it's going to be interesting to see how they kind of break that down. Moving David Hamilton was probably for the best. He was getting, he was blocking some way, but I'm curious how that's going to shake out.
Yeah.